Hi, welcome to our video. So this time we will gonna tackle regarding the physical attributes of our AB materials. So we say that our AB materials as you notice, it has or it encompasses different traits, or they have unique characteristics, right? They have unique okay. So each of them is different from one another, although maybe some of their traits or characteristics is same with other materials, but most of them are encompasses unique or different traits, overall traits. Okay, so once again, those materials or those AB materials that we are saying here are the 4F. What are those? Our food materials, our feed materials, our fiber materials, and our fuel materials, right? So we say that these materials here has a unique characteristics. Okay, like for example, our say in food materials, the characteristics of say fruits like banana is different from the characteristics of say coconut, right? So the one is the characteristic of one is soft, while the other is hard. And what else? The one is a small in sizes, and the one is has more volume. Okay, and and between um, between those materials, even though they are the same, say for example they are the same fruit, example they are same fruit like tomato. Okay, but from tomato we have also unique characteristics of tomato, like for example some of tomatoes are small, some are larger in diameter, or in terms of color, some tomatoes are ripe or encompasses red color, while the other is green, and such like that. So each materials here has a unique or different traits or characteristics. Okay, and these materials here undergoes various operations. So it undergoes various operations. Okay, so we handle them from pre-harvest, during harvest, and during post-harvest, especially during its processing, or during the formulation, the preservation of these materials, the packaging, the storage and distribution. What else? The uh, uh, the marketing. Okay, until such time that those materials is being sold to consumer, or it reaches the final stage or the final consumption. Okay, so okay, let's Okay, so all those different stages, especially during those processes, the um, um, the properties of these AB materials may be changed. Okay, so say initially the initial characteristic has a uh, larger particle size, but after it goes or under after it co- after it after we process it, like for example we make a flour out of or from our rice. Okay, so from that larger particles we have a size reduction. So from rice we make a rice flour. So the initial characteristic, which is this size, it became now a powder, or it became now smaller in particle size. Okay, so under these various operations or during these processes, our AB materials, the properties of it may change. So during processes, properties properties may change. Okay. Okay. So all these three or all these unique characteristics of AB materials, it undergoes various operations, and maybe during the process, the properties may change. Okay, so this all three facts here are important in order for us to say solve problems regarding the design and selection of the equipment or of the machines. Okay, and what else, as well as in selecting the right process, example the modes of preservation, what kind of packaging, um, the proper storage, as well as the marketing and as well as the consumption. Okay, so we need to study these properties of AB materials here because of these main three facts here. Okay. Okay, so since this is very important, we will be discussing more about its properties, and we call it the engineering properties of AB materials. Okay, so last time we've already uh, tackled some of its properties, the properties of AB materials. And although this is not all, but some properties, or it can be the physical, what we call the physical property. So we have the physical property. We also have the what we call the mechanical. We also have the rheological. What else? The frictional property, the aerodynamics and hydrodynamic property, and we also have a thermal property. This thermal property here is usually used or um, commonly encountered on the on the um, on the processing side, especially if we have a yeah, if we deals with the um, the food materials and fuel materials. Okay, we also have the electromagnetic property. Okay, so there are other engineering properties, but we will be discussing more of these mentioned properties. Okay, when we say this engineering property, this or any attribute that may affect the processing or the handling of our material, especially the AB materials. So, okay, so that is our engineering property. Okay, so, but um, like what we have discussed last time, um, some of the textbooks says that this physical property here um, includes the mechanical, this whole term, or this other properties here. So instead of saying physical properties, we will be calling it uh, the physical attributes of AB materials. So physical attributes or characteristics of AB material. Okay. Okay. So, so we will be discussing more of this for this entire video. So these physical attributes are the say one of it is the size. We have the shape. We have um, the volume, the area. What else? Density, porosity, etc. So, so we call it the physical attributes of our of our um, our AB materials. Okay. Okay. So the study and the principles of knowing these physical attributes is very important, like what I have said, especially in handling, in preparing, in processing, in preserving these AB materials, in packaging, storing, distribution, especially in food materials and um, and we need to investigate regarding these physical attributes to gain insight uh, on how they affect the process, the design, the operation, and as well as the evaluation and the quality attributes of the material. Okay, so so what uh, so let's list some importance and the application of understanding this physical attributes. Okay,